This video is going to walk you through how to sign into your online course on the first day of school, so that way you can find all of the information you need from your teachers. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open the Chrome browser. We recommend using Chrome because Chrome allows us to open our Teams meetings in the online version, which works well if we don't have the Teams app on our computer already. So on your computer, what you can do to find the Chrome browser is if you hit the Windows button on the bottom left corner of your screen and just type in the word Chrome, you should see it pop up as your web browser. So I'm going to go ahead and click Chrome because I want to open up a new web browser. Once we have the Chrome browser open, we are going to go to our first site, which is our Clever portal. We recommend always signing in at the Clever portal because once we sign in at this location, it will automatically let us sign into other places as well. So the web address for the Clever portal is www.clever.com/in/CLSD. This web address, as you can tell, is specific for the Cornwall-Lebanon School District and allows us to use our single sign-on, like I said before, to get to other places. So I'm going to hit enter here. I can tell that I'm at the correct location because I see Cornwall-Lebanon School District at the top of the page. And then the only choice that we have to sign in is through Active Directory. So I'm going to click on that login with Active Directory. And then from here, it's going to ask me for my school email address. Now we have the same structure for email for all students. The structure for this is going to be CL for Cornwall-Lebanon, the last 2 years of your graduation, or last two numbers of your graduation year, and then your last name and your first initial. The only exception to this would be if you find that your initial is the same as somebody else's that has the same last name, we might have to go a second letter. Or if you find that you have a hyphenated last name, we usually just use the first part of your last name as part of this name. And then the email address part of this is the same for all students. It's at hsonetone.clsd.net. So this structure at the end is the same for all students. If you have any trouble with your username and password, please contact tech services and we will be able to get that set for you and get you that information as needed. After I have my email address typed in, I'm going to hit next. And then our password typically is going to be our lunch pin, unless for some reason we would have reset it, which only applies more to the high school students. So I'm going to just put in my pin and I'm going to sign in. And then it's going to offer to keep you signed in. You can say don't show this again, and it is fine if it remembers us. It actually saves time in the future because then if we try to go on to Clever again in the future, we don't have to do this sign-in process. So I'm going to say yes. And then once we get to Clever, we get to this page where we see a lot of different buttons for things that we want to do. So what we're going to do on the first day to get you to the place where you need to be, we are going to Schoology. Schoology is going to be where all of your coursework and all the information is for your courses. So we're going to click on the Schoology button. And from here you will go to the Schoology course page. And ultimately we're going to find whatever your first course of the day is. So if I click on the courses button, all right, I'm going to say that this is my course that I need to attend. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. All right. And then essentially at every course that you have, there will be a link to join your class virtually. All right. If I scroll around on the page, I will see other information that has to do with my course. But I'm going to focus on getting to the point where I can meet with my teacher live online. So I'm going to just look for a button that's going to be somewhere towards the top of the page. Every teacher has their structure and how they want to word things. So you might have to just look for something that's worded similarly to this. So I'm going to say, all right, I want to join class virtually. It's going to pop up with this option here. And what I'm going to do in my case, I'm going to say cancel, just because I want to show how to open this in the web browser for the first day. So I'm going to say cancel. I don't want to open in the Teams app. And then since I'm in Chrome, I'm going to say continue on this browser. And then ultimately it's going to take a couple seconds, and then it's going to start prompting me for my team meeting. All right. Since it's not showing me as being signed in, it's asking me to enter my name. What I can do is I can click the sign in button just to see if I can get it to trigger that I should already be signed in with my name, so I don't have to enter it again. All right, and that looks better now. So that's a good little trick there, just to find that sign in button. Then you don't have to put your username and password. And then ultimately I can choose if I have my camera and microphone on or off. So if I want to enter the meeting with my camera off, I just turn it off. If I want to start out by not having my microphone turned on, I can turn it off. And then ultimately I'm going to click join now. And then once I'm in here, I'm ultimately going to just wait for my teacher to be here. All right, ideally my teacher will be here when I first get on, but if I get on a little bit early, I might have to just wait here for a little bit before they're here. And then once I'm in Teams, I can turn on and off my microphone and camera if I want to talk to my teacher. And from here, your teacher will give you further instructions.